The Alliance has agreed to a summit meeting with the Dominion to discuss the return of the Hurq, and what can be done to prevent their aggression from devastating all 4 galactic quadrants. Despite recent events, we've agreed to host the summit at Deep Space Nine. None of the galactic powers are comfortable hosting a Dominion fleet deep within their territory. Meet with me at DS9 prior to the beginning of the summit. I'd like to discuss our options.
Right. Oh yeah, thanks for getting me the new ship, Quinn. It's, well, new, it's a bit of an old ship, you might... And yes, I've got a Discovery class. No, Crossfield class, like the Discovery. And she does do quite a few tricks, and we have got some tricks we've picked up from... Anyway, let's go to DS9. We get some experience points and expertise, and some Quetzal White. Now this is something useful if you have a Jem'Hadar character or bridge officer. I'll talk about that later. There's several ways to get hold of one. Then we can pick up a Caulfield mining plasma cutter, and then some polymer weapons. Very nice for if you suddenly become a polymer flying character, and character who wants to use polymer at this time. So let's go and head to DS9. We've entered the newest battle, Admiral. Several civilian onset in addition to flagship for several summit attendees. Station still damaged from the recent attack. Peter, the critical systems repairs are complete. Damage controls must be working double shifts. Indeed. And take us to the station. And
please, we're low on fuel and supplies. We need help badly.
And
Kavan, the High Council has announced several challenges to the Empire, worthy of a warrior such as yourself. Would you like to review them?
now we've got this Cardassian flagship, the Tane, Dominion flagship, the Roman Republic's flagship, the Set, the Enterprise Air, the Ferengi Gragnaticus. I think there might be a there is the Botascu down there.
This is Station Control. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. Your docking clearance has been authorized. Several of our docking facilities were damaged in the recent conflict. Please proceed to the provided coordinates.
Indeed, our usual spot's a bit damaged at the moment.
Also, Captain Nog is waiting to meet with you on the promenade at your earliest convenience. Enjoy your stay here at the station.
Indeed, and I just got to mention, we forgot to pack the mushrooms on this on this journey. Sorry guys, no special trick with this ship today.
Hello, nice to be working with you again. I've been assigned to assist you here on the station. The leaders of the 4 major delegations have asked to meet with you prior to the summit meeting. Their offices are located here on the promenade.
Very well, Captain. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I did say I was going to give you guys a tour in an episode. Since we're going to be going around here anyway, we'll be touring around here. Now, this is the weapon mat. This Ferengi over here is very good for anyone who, if you want to get some useful information.
Ambassador Odo is here, coordinating security efforts.
If I remember rightly, this is the old security office where Odo used to work. And weigh in? I thought you died. Dukan Rex. He's actually, believe it or not, he's actually an Alpha Quadrant Jebediah. That's the old Jebediah as well, remember rightly. Ambassador Odo?
I'll be blunt. The Hurq have decimated most of the Dominion. All but one fleet gone. It's all the Jem'Hadar can do to keep our remaining worlds from being laid waste. There is no diplomacy with the Hurq. We don't know why they're attacking. We're not even sure where they're coming from. I'm sure there are those in the Alliance who would be content to let the Hurq destroy us. But where do you think they'll turn once they're finished?
A good question, Ambassador. And as well, it's pretty empty at the moment. That you can visit the cells at the back, and around here there's usually a Federation and Klingon security guard you want to say hello to on a regular basis. Very nice. Now, coming up next, Klingon chef. Here is up. Go on, Nagweb. We've got the Bajoran Temple, Quarks, and we'll be heading to Quarks later. And here is Sick Bay. And the stupid Trixie away in here. If you want some good stuff, it quite often is quite good. And over here.
Tesla Gempak has an office here.
Ah. Is in one of the shops stuff. Ella, Chancellor?
This summit may not end well. Most of the High Council sees the Hurq as a Dominion problem. They are content to let them fight to the end and deal with any survivors. But there are others, such as Martok, who see that position as dishonorable. If they want to fight the war of their ancestors, so be it. But they will be doing so without the Empire. The same could be said for your Federation, should they choose to aid the Dominion.
I'm sure, Chancellor, at least you've got a good idea what's happening. And General Martok and Lady Sorella have always got logs about them. And General Kern and Commander Detpa.
Something on your mind? I'm not fond of being gaped at like a dumbstruck targ.
Who are you?
I have many names. At the moment, I am Commander Adetpa, First Officer of the Corps. In another life, I was Agent Kib of Klingon Intelligence. More recently, I was known as the Witch of Nimbus 3. I'm rather fond of that last one. It made children wail and grown men soil themselves.
Nice.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Never mind. Now, if anyone who's watched the other Klingon War Arc, which is we've already played through, that's you've seen a lot more of Commander Adetpa. Ken?
You once knew me as Rodak, son of Nagra. Now I know the truth of things. That was a name given to me to prevent a great dishonor. With Martok's aid, my name, my face, all have been restored.
I see.
Our recent deeds and service to the Empire have led Gempak to restore the honor of my house. The sons of Moog once again stand proud and without shame. For your part in that, I thank you. It has been an honor to fight at your side.
The honor is mine, General Kapla. And let's continue going around with.
Here is Proconsul Deton's office.
He's currently in the Omega Force offices.
This summit may be difficult. While your people will see a path toward peace, I suspect the Klingons will feel the opposite. There is no love lost between them and the Dominion, or the Hurq for that matter. The Republic position is one of pragmatism. A weakened Dominion will be easier to deal with, and the Hurq are a threat no one can ignore.
What's a proconsul? We didn't have that. Quite a lot of things in here that double up because they bought Omega Force in there after they've made this episode. And hello, this area is new. Shut up, door. Last time I was around here. Okay, we got Comic Sans and Papyrus. Sounds like a terrible joke gone wrong.
Admiral Quinn's office is behind those doors.
Captain Sean, we're in the what is generally considered the shipyard area. Admiral Quinn.
The results of this summit could have long-lasting effects. A number of our allies, particularly the Klingons, consider the Hurq to be a Dominion problem. The Federation sees this as a chance to improve relations with the Dominion. Having allies in the Gamma Quadrant instead of enemies would be a great step toward galactic peace.
Understood.
There are several Alpha Quadrant leaders here for the summit. Kai Kira of Bajor, Counselor Garrick of Cardassia, and my father, Ferengi Grand Nagus Rom. I recommend meeting with them as well. Their worlds will be on the front line if the Hurq launch a full invasion into this quadrant.
Well, Captain. So let's do that number 2. Yes, we've just done one lap. So, let's start with the Bajoran Temple.
I believe the Kai is here, in the Bajoran Temple.
Stop the step. Can't really. Alright. Kakira.
Hello there. I suppose Admiral Quinn sent you down here to see where Bajor stands. I can tell you we're worried. The Hurq were a few ships away from ravaging our homeworld, and if the Dominion falls, they'll be back, and we'll be the first to face them, so Bajor stands ready. We'll do what we can to stop the Hurq, even if that means joining forces with the Dominion.
Difficult, but I understand it.
There's something else I should mention. I've experienced visions recently, a sign from the prophets. I see a place I've been before, a world beyond the grip of death. It's the home of a former Kai, and it's in the Dominion. I should also mention that I've seen you in this vision as well. I believe we're going to take a journey together soon.
That's quite a revelation, Eminence.
Something else on your mind?
Just reminded, can you tell what you... Because I'm not Bajoran. Can you tell what your duties as Kai?
As Kai, I'm obligated to serve the will of the prophets. Doing so leads me to many places, not just Bajor. That can be difficult, especially in times of war. There's been a lot of that in the last few years. First the Dominion, then the Klingons, the Iconians, and now the Hurq. There are times when I wonder how Ben Sisko managed during the Dominion War, and he was the emissary. I've tried to follow his example whenever possible, but it's been a challenge.
No doubt.
Something else on your mind?
Not at the moment. Okay, let's... if I know what Von will be, he'll be at...
My father is in my uncle's bar. Hard to believe he used to work there, huh?
Oh, yeah. I understand you also worked there at some point. And, as always, There's Mom. Mom, we could use your advice. Mom says attention to his drink. Someone agrees with me then. Yeah. Hey, you know, Marlon. So, right, okay. Grandagus rum.
I was wondering when you'd come along. I'm guessing you're here to talk about the Hurq and what we want to do about them. It's no secret that the Ferengi aren't a military powerhouse like the Klingons. Most of the time, we'd be happy to make a tidy profit from all of this, and as far away from it as possible. That changed when the Hurq attacked Ferenginar. We would have been wiped out without help. And we didn't get it from Starfleet or the Klingons. We got it from the Lucari and the Cardassians. Even a few not cool ships showed up to fight. That showed us that this is everyone's fight, big or small. So we're in. And if the 34th rule of acquisition comes into play, well...
34th rule of acquisition, about what is good for business?
It wasn't easy, believe me. I've managed to get the board of liquidators with us, for now. Most of them see the potential for incredible profit. Alliance defense contracts can be very lucrative. The rest, well, let's just say their self-preservation instincts are strong. They'd rather fight with the Alliance than stand alone. The Hurq have me thinking about adding a new rule of acquisition. If they can't be bought, get ready to fight!
That seems appropriate when the Hurq are concerned.
Did you have another question?
How do you convince your people to join us?
It wasn't easy, believe me. Did you?
One moment. Right. Well, Admiral. No, that isn't Admiral. That's Lady Later. First woman's. First lady of.
It looks like Counselor Garrick is in his old tailor shop. Huh.
Hello, Garrick. Normally I'll be asking for some new duds, but and Garrick.
Hello there. I take it you're not here to update your ensemble, though if you'd like a few suggestions, I'd be happy to provide some. In the meantime, let's talk about serious business, shall we? I'm sure you'd like to know Cardassia's position on the Hurq problem. It's simple, really. They're a menace, and one we should deal with swiftly.
Indeed.
Surprised? Don't be. Cardassia was recently attacked by the Hurq. We'd have fared poorly without help from our neighbors. Even the Lucari and the Ferengi offered a hand. I trust this lesson isn't lost on you. If we stand alone, we're doomed.
Indeed. This used to be your store?
Once upon a time, when I was but a tailor. That was before plain, simple Garrick became a member of the Detapa Council, of course. Before the Reconstruction and the Iconian War and the Hurq. While I'm proud of the work I've done for Cardassia over the years, there's a part of me that yearns to be here once more. To be just a tailor, just Garrick.
We go where we're needed.
Will there be anything else?
Never at the moment. Now, we'll...
The Alliance has asked a number of special consultants to attend the summit. I know each of them well, and I can vouch for their knowledge and skill. Even my Uncle Quark. Despite his reputation, his knowledge of the Gamma Quadrant is valuable. Just don't mention Latinum in the discussion, or the value of his information could rise considerably.
Understood. Now, before I continue on, now Rugen's skill. Now, he's actually what I like to call a deleted character. His actual roles in the game has been almost eliminated. Well, been replaced by Garrick. But, so we've got to find some people. So let's start with finding the medical bay. Dr. Bashir, and been here before. If I remember the logs rightly, you were signed here as and been in the Gamma Quadrant quite a while.
Ah, Admiral Quinn's attaché. Nice to meet you. Dr. Julian Bashir, recently commissioned Starfleet officer at your service. We're doing what we can to get things in order after that business with the Zenkethi and the Hurq. The station took quite a beating, worse than I saw during the Dominion War. We're still treating casualties, and it looks like we'll be seeing more soon. A lot more.
Oh dear.
The situation is compounded by the presence of civilians, both local and from other systems, even the Dominion. We have a number of refugees from the Gamma Quadrant on the station, and more are on the way. Clearly, the sooner we can solve the Hurq dilemma, the better. We'll be beyond our capacity to help the refugees soon, as will Bajor.
Recently commissioned you left Starfleet?
I mustered out some time ago to start a private practice on Trill. Since then, I've worked on special projects for Starfleet from time to time as a consultant. Even managed to start a family. Needless to say, I wasn't initially thrilled with the idea of putting the uniform on again. Still, it's very hard to say no to Kai Kira and Captain Dax. And so here I am, back on the front of an interstellar conflict. Here's hoping it's a brief one.
An ideal outcome, but unlikely.
Something on your mind?
Nothing new at the moment. Now, Dr. Bashir, we could have met him before, but he was in some deleted episodes just before. But let's check with Lita.
Hello. Oh, it's been a while since I've been in this place. I can't believe Hurq still has that hollow me in here. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest. I wish we were all here under better circumstances. Then again, DS9's always been a trouble magnet. I guess peace is a little too much to ask for around here.
Okay.
My husband is risking a lot of capital, political and otherwise, by choosing to get involved with all of this. Fortunately, he's the best Grand Nagus to come around in a long time. The best ever, as far as I'm concerned, but I'm pretty biased on that point.
Okay.
Look, if I were this nearer version of me I've been hearing so much about, I'd have a lot more tactical advice to offer. As it is, my advice to you is this. Take a look around. Think about all the civilians, the refugees, people who are depending on you to protect them. Think about the best way you can do that, if you can. That's what I'd do if I were in your shoes. Boots, whatever.
Okay, say mid version?
Yeah, in that alternate universe where good people are evil and vice versa, turns out the evil version of me is an admiral there. Real piece of work. Wears lots of leather, carries a whip. Oh, and she's in command of the evil Enterprise. I found out about her from my husband's information gathering specialists. Never hurts to be well informed, right? Rule of acquisition number 7. Keep your ears open and your eyes on the mark.
Rule 74. Knowledge equals profit.
Was there something else?
No, thank you. Now, we've got plenty of episodes with Lita's Mirror Universe counterpart and Quark. Let's have a word.
Don't suppose you're here for a drink? Holosuite? Dabo? Can't blame me for trying to find profit while I can. My fool of a brother, the Nagus, seems hell-bent on getting the Ferengi into this mess. Not a lot of profit in fighting the Hurq, 34th rule or not. You can't spend your money when you're dead.
Indeed.
If you ask me, we'd be better off sealing that wormhole and saying goodbye to the Hurq and the Dominion forever. I'd miss the Tullaberry wine, but I'd get over it. But seeing how that'll never happen, especially as long as Kira's still breathing, I suppose I'll have to dig in like everyone else. You know what the worst part of this mess is? Odo. He's back like a kind of ghost haunting me. I must be cursed.
I hear you have a moon now.
I do. And I'd be there, enjoying myself. If it weren't for the Grand Nagus. Brother or not, I wanted nothing to do with this until he put Lucari terraforming tech on the table. Couldn't pass that up. It'll cut biosphere renovation costs on my moon by 70%. Even with Odo here, and a billion Hurq trying to demolish everything in sight, there's profit in the wind. Might finally land that exclusive Tullaberry export contract I've been dreaming about for 40 years.
Assuming the Hurq don't eat all the Tullaberries.
Can I get you something?
And bye for now.
There's a number of refugee groups here on the promenade.
Okay, let's oh chap, we've got
We're lucky to be alive, friend. There was little warning before the Hurq attacked our homeworld. We sent a call to the Founders, but no Jem'Hadar ships came. Our local defense force didn't last long. A few of us managed to get away on ships before the Hurq closed in. Word of the Bajorans and their faith reached us after the war ended. There's stories about one of their spiritual leaders. She came to the worst of us, on our prison moon, to bring the wisdom of the prophets. So, when the Hurq came, we decided to come here, through the Celestial Temple, to seek deliverance. If the Founders won't listen to us, perhaps Kai Kira and the prophets will.
Go help you if she can. Right. Let's see if we've spoken to the Ennis refugees. Karema.
It must be a surprise seeing Karemans here on a Federation station. Let that sink in for a minute. It's so bad in the Dominion that its citizens are looking for safe haven with their former enemies.
Click on the problems when the invasion started. It was like the Founders forgot about us. No Jem'Hadar came to our rescue. No vote with words of comfort or relief. Nothing. We talk about well-being of leaving the Dominion altogether.
We were the lucky ones. We got out early. I've heard rumors about a blockade, keeping the rest of us from leaving the homeworld. It might be true. I haven't seen any more Karemans arrive here for a while now. Oh, please. The Founders have forsaken us. Don't let the Alliance turn their backs on us, too.
We'll do what we can for you.
Quinn here. The summit will begin soon. I'd like to go over what you've learned.
Right, let's submit this report.
Interesting. The Klingon and Romulan positions were somewhat predictable, but I'm surprised by the resilience of the Cardassians and Ferengi. I'm also concerned about the Gamma refugee issue. We'll need to work with the Bajorans to manage the situation here. We should get to the conference room. Report to me there when you arrive.
Yes, sir. Let's find the temple lift. And go to the conference room. Now, well, I've familiar people around here. Right, Admiral Quinn.
Well, everyone's here and no one started shooting. Could be worse. That was a joke. Take a moment to relax, speak with the others. Things will be serious soon enough.
Yes, sir. Okay, General Martok.
Jem'Hadar is more of a political creature than he was. Well, when we were both a lot younger. He's not willing to face the truth. There are Klingons who fear the Hurq, hiding behind politics and rules. Grethar waits for their worthless souls. Know this. There are still Klingons who know where their blades belong. We will not dishonor our ancestors and ignore the Hurq. We will fight them to our dying breath in the name of Kahless and the Empire!
You'll be alone, General. And... Wayun.
Greetings. I am Wayun 10. I'm glad we had this moment to talk before the summit begins. I trust you relayed everything you learned from us to your superiors. If I may be so bold, I hope that you conveyed a need for cooperation with the Founders as well. At least in matters regarding the Hurq, if not in all things.
Of course. Kira?
Hello again. I spoke with Odo about the vision we discussed. He's agreed to clear a mission to the old sector. Opaka, the former Kai I mentioned, lives there now.
Does it involve your visions?
I believe so, yes. The Kai has a condition that has prevented her from leaving until now. Odo has provided us with data that could lead to a cure. If there's a chance, I'm willing to take it. Her wisdom could help us all greatly. I realize this is a lot to take in, but I hope I can count on your help when the time comes.
You will have the eminence. Captain Kamaki.
I'm glad you're here. I've been feeling conflicted lately. All the worlds we saved from the Zenkethi were also home to thousands of dormant Hurq. By saving those planets, we also saved a great number of enemies. Those very enemies have since attacked a number of worlds, including my own.
It's sort of saved billions of lives, Captain.
You're right, of course. If only there'd been another way to resolve things. If the Zenkethi would have listened to reason. I suppose we should place our hope in working together to stop the Hurq. I can't help but think there's a path to peaceful resolution in all of this. There's got to be some way to end this madness before more lives are lost.
Perhaps there is.
If I can have everyone's attention, thank you. Let's begin the summit. We have a lot to discuss.
Okay.
Thank you all for coming. By now, you should be aware of our tactical situation. The Dominion, as you know it, is on the verge of collapse. We've withdrawn to our core systems, and the lines are holding, for now. Without your help, the Hurq will win the war of attrition.
What about your outer systems? We're receiving refugees here, from those areas.
We have one fleet left, Admiral. That's hardly enough to defend the entire Dominion.
I'm failing to see how this concerns the Empire.
The recent battle here is a sample of what the Hurq can do.
If you think they'll stop at the wormhole, you're sadly mistaken.
Need I remind you that the Dominion came to your aid in the Iconian War? I seem to recall Klingons placing high value on debts of honor, or has that changed?
Mind your tongue, changeling! I will not be insulted!
Admiral Quinn to Ops. What's happening?
We're under attack, Admiral. It's the Hurq. Reading Hurq boarding parties. Multiple decks. They've concentrated in the damaged pylon. Ore processing area.
I need you to get to that damaged pylon section and lock it down before the Hurq trigger an explosion that could wreck the station.
I'm on it. Now, yeah, we're going to be clearing out the Start pushing it before it gets too bad. Right. Yeah, guys, we've got a little underdressed at the moment. Now we feel a lot better. It's not good. Good thing we had the entire crew here.
Bad news. The hangar security shield is on the verge of collapse. If it drops, you'll get pulled out into space, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. You need to stabilize the power relays and recalibrate the shields. There are consoles near your position you can use to do this.
Acknowledge, Captain. Right. Is that console? There's one on this deck. Looks like we're gonna have to go up. And it's console number 1. Console number 2.
Nice work, but it's not over yet. The Hurq have moved into the ore processing area above your position. There's a lot of unstable uridium ore in there. If they damage it, it could ignite and set off a chain reaction that could destroy the pylon. You'll need to make your way up there to secure the area and restart the safety systems there.
Understood. Now I think the safety system was disabled because of fixing around it in here.
Looks like the access system in this section was reset. You'll need to rotate the central column and extend the bridges in order to reach the next section.
Very well. And we rotate the pillar. And what's rotating? Will it extend it what ways? And carrying up. retract the walkways. And rotate the pillar back down a bit. So we can actually re-extend the walkways here. Yeah, this.
Okay, you're almost in the clear. The safety systems for the area are currently offline. You'll need to restore power to that section and reinitialize the safety systems to get everything back online.
Right, let's go do it. So we've got reinitialize safety systems and make sure there's power running through the whole thing.
Alright, the safety systems are reinitializing. They should be up and running in a few minutes. Nice work. Hold on. I'm picking up multiple Hurq life signs in your area. They're converging on your position.
Oh dear.
I need you to defend that section from the Hurq until the system comes online again. If they get in before that happens, they could knock it offline again, or worse.
Understood. What the? I've got to mention that there's a bug that basically prevents your crew getting up properly. And yes, they can even get caught in rooms. Yeah, afraid of that. Sadly, due to that bug, I'm going to have to do the rest of this solo. And I've also got to flip all the things around. I got to retract. Rotate. And At least the V's actually managed to make it up with us. Oops. And they actually are making it, slowly making it up. They are bugging out, I think. That's the first time I beat it under the Hurq. So let's... see if these ambush turrets do any job. Well, they don't. There's the last of the Hurq. I did it. The Hurq won't get in there anyway soon. Down controls are on the way. Very good. Commands request the aid of available ships in the sector. Transporters ready, stand by, ready to go and command. Let's beam. And yeah, I got holographic didn't receive. Don't. Okay, the LMH.
The Hurq are attacking the station and several civilian vessels in the system. I've sent ships to assist them, but I'm concerned our forces are spread too thin. I'd like you to work with those ships to protect the civilians while the rest of us defend the station. First Dukan Rex will accompany you as a combat escort.
We'll keep them safe, Ambassador.
Starfleet vessels, this is Quinn. Protect civilian targets.
Let's grab this one. And make it shields as well. That's the one. This group's not going to last much longer. And we're putting all these first. Alright.
Thanks, and good luck with the Hurq. You'll need it.
Indeed.
Ship is under attack.
And it's where we got this ship.
Plotting the course for Betazen. May the prophets guide you.
And right.
Nice work, but I'm afraid there's bad news. We're picking up Hurq vessels and they're heading our way. The station's weapon systems are offline. We need a few minutes to get them up and running. Until then, we're a sitting duck over here. I've asked every ship in the sector to regroup and prepare for battle. Let's hope it's enough.
We do what we can, Captain. Ugh. You're in joking about. Alright, so
Honor your ancestors! Fight now and destroy the Hurq! Concentrate fire on their capital ships.
Chief, I need those systems online!
That was the last of them. We're not picking up any Hurq ships on long-range sensors. For now, at least. I think it's clear that the Dominion is prepared to work with you to stop the enemy. I hope the Federation is ready to do the same.
Agreed.
In the meantime, our fleet will do what it can to keep the Hurq on our side of the wormhole. Tell Admiral Quinn not to wait too long to make a decision. This will reach the Federation faster than anyone would like, believe me.
Understood, Master.
The Hurq threat is real, and we can't afford to let it expand throughout the galaxy. There will be resistance to getting involved, but I believe we have no choice. The Federation must render aid to the Dominion if we're to have any chance of stopping the Hurq onslaught. In the meantime, Kai Kira of Bajor has requested a mission to the Innis system, and Ambassador Odo has authorized it. The Kai has asked for our assistance on this, and she asked for you by name. Whatever she needs, make it so.
Indeed. And okay, we'll do this quickly. Right. As we usually get the user expertise and delivery more, and we get this a pair of standard polymer weapons. Useful if you just to pick up a brand new Jem'Hadar character, because this will be your first repeatable mission that you can play, or second repeatable mission that you can play, and then you can pick up the coffee mining plasma cutter. This is a weird weapon, to say the least. I've fought with it before, because this is not the first time I've been through this. But then there's Ketchel White. Okay. You can pick up to 4 Jem'Hadar bridge officers without too much problem. If you were to pick up the the Gamma Vanguard pack, you can pick up these 3 Jem'Hadar bridge officers, and they will be quite happy to take you off the take these off you, take the Ketchel White off you, and they will basically use it to boost the information, the stats up, the damage and the defense for about 5 minutes, and also boosts the enables the shroud for about for 3 hours. Now, this is very nice for them to have, and very nice. But there is actually a 4th one, which is part of another story mission, which I will mention is a part of a future mission we'll cover, because it's an old deleted mission, as far as I can tell. Right, so it's been Mike Sharkwriter. See you guys next time.